How's it going, gamers? Chongo here, and today I've got a gameplay commentary for you guys. The gameplay is of Loadout on the PC, and today's commentary topic is about Call of Duty moving to a 3-year development cycle for the game, so let's get into it. So I heard this news over the weekend and I thought it would be a very interesting thing to make a video on, because it seems like now Call of Duty is becoming more and more hated and people are trying to find out why they don't like it anymore. Personally, I think it's just because I've played way too much Call of Duty. I started back in about COD 4 and I've played pretty much all of them up until Black Ops 2, and I just, I'm over Call of Duty. I don't really wish to play any. I haven't played Ghost, and I don't really plan on playing the next one that comes out this year or anything like that. Now, by 3-year development cycle, this doesn't mean that we're going to get a COD every 3 years. It means they've brought in another studio, Sledgehammer, which I think helped with Modern Warfare 3 and some other Call of Duties. They're going to be making their own Call of Duty, and I think that's coming out this year. So then Treyarch does one for 2015, and Infinity Ward does one for 2016. So this probably means when the games come out, they will be more polished and hopefully more different, because that's one of the areas I think Call of Duty was lacking in greatly, because the games themselves, when you actually looked at them, they felt pretty much the same, besides they just had new weapons and new maps. That was it. And I think giving them an extra year may allow them to improve the game more and add new things, instead of just basically copy and pasting the Call of Duty formula, instead of, adding new stuff and making a unique game. But one of the big problems I can see is still going to be there is, one of the big things I really hated about Call of Duty when I was playing it, which I don't really play it much anymore, is that from game to game, there was no consistency. Things changed all the time. Like Black Ops would have really cool customization, then the next game wouldn't have it. And it's almost like these developers didn't have access to the assets, which would be very silly when you're trying to make a sequel of a game, or even if it's not a sequel, a game in the same series. You kind of want things to be the same. For example, imagine if the next Call of Duty doesn't have female soldiers, even though Ghost does. That doesn't really make any sense, and it kind of annoys people when they go to play a Call of Duty game and things aren't the same. They're changing them because there's too many different developers, and I think that's still going to be a problem with 3 developers unless they start communicating, because otherwise what's going to happen is you're going to end up with 3 completely different games, and they're going to be building upon themselves. So for example, Black Ops 2 was more like Black Ops than, Modern Warfare 3 or anything like that. They're not working together and building towards an end goal or trying to improve the series as a whole. They're just trying to improve what their last iteration was, and I think that's still probably going to be a problem with this 3-year development cycle. So even though some people do seem to think that Call of Duty is going to die just around the corner, I still think it's going to keep moving forward, and I think the reason a lot of people are starting to see that now is because we're moving out of the target audience for Call of Duty. They don't really admit it, but I'm pretty sure they're targeting, teenagers, kids, people who are in high school, that sort of thing. Whereas as you get older, you realize that Call of Duty just feels the same year in, year out. But as a kid, you don't really care about that. That's just something you want to play. Whereas the older you get, the more different games you want, the more changes you want to your games. I could be completely wrong. There could be some hardcore fans who still like Call of Duty and out of high school and all that kind of stuff. But it just seems to me that the more you play the games, the less you want to play them. And I think that works with most things. So I think that, Activision's going to keep making Call of Duties if they're still profitable, and I think that's probably going to be for at least another 5-7 years. Maybe then they might start to slow down if they're seeing, no one buying it or sales are going too low or anything like that. So I'd really like to hear what you guys think about this, whether you think this is going to improve Call of Duty at all, or is it still going to end up with the same problems that I was talking about, how developers aren't talking to each other and we're just going to end up with 3 completely different games, and they don't even feel like they're in the same series because they're not building upon what was added last time. So yeah, I'd really like to know what you guys think about that. This brings me into my commentary. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, and if you've got any comments, like I said, leave them down below, and if you want to join the Gamerhood, just subscribe. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.